I'd cut off both my balls to have that gorilla member. As I was hidden in the bushes of the African jungle, I couldn't help but gaze at the longest, thickest dicks I've ever seen in my entire life, on man or animal. Dozens of monkeys and gorillas were stomping and punching their chests, priding themselves on the enormous member hanging between their legs, mating left and right in what seemed to be a ritualistic orgy. Penises so large, it would have made Darwin himself envious of how nature itself has evolved. It was pure madness, and it was that exact moment which led me to discover the incredibly well-kept secret of how to achieve a monster-sized penis. A secret so well hidden, under 10 people on this entire planet know about it. Something that goes back over thousands of years and can increase any man's penis by a stunning 183%. So stay right where you are for the next 3.5 minutes, because I'm going to show you how you too can use the Gorilla Secret Super Formula to grow your penis at least 4 inches in a few weeks. And finally, be at the same level as 134,000 men who have successfully tried this before you. You see, doctors all around the world falsely claim that having a small penis is just as normal as it is common. But as you'll soon see, even though this is very common, there's absolutely nothing normal about it. Because today, to have a bigger penis, all you need to do is restart the dormant process that should have been happening inside your body all along. First, I'll show you how this process would normally work so you can see it for yourself how badly it affected your penis. Then, I'll share with you an incredible secret that you can use at home to grow your penis by at least 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks. And finally, I'll show you all the scientific evidence that proves this clinically proven method is guaranteed to work for any man out there. Of course, I don't want you to simply trust me on this. Instead, I want you to hear from some of the 134,000 other men whose lives have been completely changed by this program. Men like Jeff, 36, who wrote us saying, "I was always ashamed of my size, and I was at an incredibly low point in my life because of that. But then I came across your solution, and let me tell you this. In just 3 weeks, I went from my shameful 4 inches to a stunning 9.3, with only investing 5 seconds per day. It was so much more than I expected it to be. Thank you for helping me feel like a true man for the first time in my life." Or Hank, 41, who wanted to tell us, "I've been married to my lovely wife for over 8 years, and not once have I heard her complain about my 5 inches. But she didn't have to talk about it for me to know that there was something wrong with me. But ever since I came across this, my mind isn't full of doubt anymore. Now I know she's completely in love with how virile I am after trying your solution. And I have 4.2 more inches to attest that. To be honest, stories like these don't even impress me anymore. Every day, our inbox is filled with dozens of success messages like the ones you heard, and they all confirm how incredible this method is. And let me tell you, if anyone should know, it's me. Because not too long ago, I saw it with my own eyes. Hi, my name is Michael Scott. I'm just an average Joe who had one passion guiding him, the life on this amazing planet. Ever since I graduated from Colorado State University, I only had one goal in mind: to analyze the genes of over 10,000 of the species that walk this earth. And I'm proud to say that in my over 20 years of experience in this field, I've managed to work with over 5,000 top-tier researchers. Whichever way I looked at it, my life was a dream for most scientists out there. But there was one thing that no matter how much I tried to hide, it was still haunting me, even from my college days, when word first got out about my sexual inabilities. You see, it's painful for me to admit this, but I have a small penis. I mean, I know it, most of my friends and colleagues know it, and my wife knows it too. She just never said anything to me, even though we've been married for almost 20 years. Well, she never said it to me anyway. But a while ago, I heard her talking on the phone with one of her friends saying these exact words: "Sometimes I wish my husband would spend some time researching how to get a bigger penis, or just spend even more time away so I could call Daryl." It felt like a cold steel blade passing through my gut. But she was right. Even erect, I was a mere 3.9 inches. And I even knew the guy she was talking about, her high school sweetheart, Daryl. She told me that he took away her virginity and gave her the best night of her entire life. Hearing something like this from a woman you've been together with for just about 2 decades, it takes away your dignity. Just go online and try to do a quick search on "Does size really matter?" What you'll find will shock you. A 2013 study published in the National Academy of Sciences found that the male penis size influenced how women perceive attractiveness. In other words, the bigger the better. Not to mention all the online articles and forum posts where men complain about being cheated on just because their spouse wanted them to have a bigger penis. In fact, peer-reviewed publishing showed that more than 50% of women cheat on their partner at some point because he's less endowed. I knew I had a choice to make. I would either face a life of betrayal and humiliation or buck up and fix this once and for all. But here's the thing. A recent study conducted by researchers from the University of Mexico revealed that in order to be fully satisfied by a man, women prefer his penis size to be at least 8 inches long, with a larger circumference of slightly over 5 inches. I can do this, I said to myself. After all, it was the reason why I spent so many years researching the male penis, and to finally be able to add a few inches on my size was practically a dream come true. Now, before we continue, I need to explain something very important. You see, the average penis in the U.S. is about 5.6 inches. And since it's so common, every urologist you go to say it's just normal and there's nothing wrong with it. But that's a flat-out lie, because, as you'll soon see, there's absolutely nothing normal with having a penis that's less than 8 inches long. Now, my life isn't easy. You get a lot of sleepless nights, an unhappy wife, and months of being absent from your home due to field work. I spent a lot of time abroad in remote places, documenting and filming in every climate possible, sometimes focused on the field and lab work, sometimes thinking about how my beloved wife is home, alone and neglected. Thinking about that and seeing animals like elephants, zebras, or even the horses of the prairie running around with those unnaturally large dicks. Well, it takes a toll on you. That's why I secretly dedicated part of my work towards looking for natural male enhancement solutions. From the deep, dark Amazonian forests to the beautiful lands of Tibet and India, or the forgotten Japanese villages. During my trips, I collected, analyzed, and even consumed hundreds of herbs, plants, and even tree-produced oils the well-endowed animals would eat. Some are already well known in the male enhancement medical community, and while they may help regain sexual stamina, performance in bed, and some even help with getting hard erections, each one of them is completely useless when it comes to increasing the length and girth of the male penis. I'll have to admit, things didn't look so good. But if there was something that I never lost in all my life, it was hope. Because as my college teacher used to say, every amazing journey begins with a leap of faith. And everything truly happens for a reason, because the call I would receive changed my life forever. It was from a colleague of mine, Josh. "Michael, I think I have something that might interest you. Meet me at my house." Now, I knew he was onto something, but never in my wildest dreams have I dreamed of what would happen next. Listen, one of my oldest friends called me to tell me about a remote African Savannah where very special types of primates live. Apparently, these monkeys have some sort of penis elongation ritual. Needless to say, I was intrigued. So I spoke to Josh, and he gave me the location of this group. I decided to take him with me so we can both document anything that might happen. Now, please be warned, because what follows next is not for the weak of heart. After what I believe was the most time spent on an airplane plus 2 hours by boat, my friend and I finally found the remote primate habitat. It took us some time to set our cameras up and camouflage ourselves, and we'd been watching them for a week when the most shocking thing happened. I honestly tell you that in all my years of field work could not have prepared me for this. We had just begun our 7th day of filming, and there they were. More than 50 primates were stomping, roaring, hitting their chests with pride, and waving their manhoods around, mating left and right in what seemed to be the loudest, messiest, and most aggressive gorilla orgy ever documented. And let me tell you, the size of the penises we saw were absolutely insane. 12, 13, even 18 inches long, muscular big penises, absolutely no doubt the largest I have seen in any type of gorilla. As Josh and I were watching this almost ritualistic orgy, we noticed something that baffled us. It had been more than 2 hours since we arrived, and their penises were still all erect, even though there was nothing to arouse them. Do you want to know what's more shocking? The average sexual act between gorillas lasts 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the most. What in the world makes these specific primates so incredibly potent and virile, I asked myself. I needed to find out if this was due to genetics or something else, something stranger. Little did I know back then that the answer to this question was going to shock me. So I spent the next couple of weeks trying to get as close as possible to the primates, studying them in close proximity every second of the day. One day, while I was looking at the footage we had already captured, I noticed something strange about the gorillas. Every morning, after they woke up, they would all gather at a nearby lake and eat weird-looking grass, like clockwork. Thinking that it had something to do with their potency, we thought we should ask the local African tribe if they knew anything about the primates' rituals. The tribal elders appreciated our quest, and with each day that went by, they slowly began to tell me the secret behind this well-kept secret ritual. What they showed me next left me in awe. Apparently, all the tribesmen had tried the ritual themselves with staggering results. Not one person had a penis shorter than 9 inches. I couldn't believe my eyes. Can an ancient gorillian ritual and some herbs and plants really grow your penis? I knew if I wanted to find the answer, I needed to test this on myself. And to be honest, I had a good reason to. So I decided to give this sacred Savannah elongation ritual a try, even though I was skeptical right from the beginning. Sure, I was intrigued, especially since I've seen those gorillas and then the tribesmen performing it with staggering results. And as a scientist, I somehow thought it had to do with genetics. After all, we know that a gorilla's DNA is 98% similar to that of a human. So there had to be a reasonable explanation. But, as the tribe elders explained to me, this sacred ritual was foolproof. Men that couldn't get an erection in decades would get steel-strong, long-lasting erections practically any time they want with this secret. And people who weren't satisfied with their length would add from 3, 4 to 7, 8, and even 9 inches with this gorillian ritual. And even in the most severe cases, after performing the ritual twice, they all had 100% success. All this with 0 side effects, because as the tribal elders confessed, they would only add the herbs that primates ate and nothing more. So it's a fully natural process. So, a couple days later, under the careful supervision of the tribe's elders, who gathered the required herbs, we performed the ritual on ourselves. All we had to do was drink this strange cocktail they prepared for us. From what I've been told, the compounds found in the cocktail were extracted from the plants found along the lake. The tribe's elders used a special process, drying the herbs, boiling them, and adding them to their secret mix. They would take the end result, put it in a large pot, and bury it 2 feet underground for 24 hours, and only then the cocktail would be ready to use. Now, of course, I started documenting everything. After I started to drink the cocktail, for the first few days I didn't feel like my penis was growing, except for the fact that something strange was happening inside me. Like I had more energy, I felt stronger and more powerful than usual. Then there was something else, which I noticed happening from the first day since I started the ritual. I would always wake up with morning wood. But then, a few days later, something incredible happened. As I got my ruler to measure it, my heart skipped a beat. It had finally happened. My penis was 1.7 inches longer and its girth had significantly increased. I was so surprised by the increase that I actually measured it 7 or 8 times that day, and each time was the same. My penis was growing. Now, after this initial increase, the good news kept coming. My penis was checking in at 6.82 inches. Another morning, I woke up, and as I stared at my ruler, my penis was 7.3 inches. Soon after, I was measuring 7.8 inches. But then, it got even bigger. I was at 8.4 inches. For the first time in my life, I felt like a real man, and I was no longer ashamed when I was watching those powerful, virile gorillas mating. But the results didn't just stop there. Other parts of my body seemed to grow as well. I was more pumped, more muscular, although I didn't perform any exercises during that period. I would notice how I actually lost a lot of that belly fat I had gained over the years. My hair was fuller, shinier, and my energy levels were skyrocketing. And I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was to look down there and finally see my monstrous, almost illegal bulge. It was an extreme feeling of liberation. Then, one morning as I woke up and measured my penis, To my absolute shock, it was already at 9.3 inches. At that point, I was actually concerned about my manhood getting too big. But then again, that incredible feeling I had every morning like I was one of the gorillas, the confidence, the power I felt as I looked down was too precious. So I decided that I want more. I mean, why would I settle for less when I could have more? So I talked to the elders and asked for their permission to continue the ritual and increase my penis even longer. But despite all my requests, and even though I even offered to pay 1 year's worth of my salary to the tribe, they did not agree to allow me to continue the ritual. I was extremely confident that this was the holy grail of penis enlargement and the thing I've been looking for all these years. My lifelong dream to end the suffering of millions of men out there. I just couldn't let it be. I managed to follow around the tribe's elders for the next couple of weeks and secretly write down every plant and herb they used in the ritual, and the exact way in which they dried, boiled, and mixed each one of the ingredients. As soon as I finished my research, I headed back to the States and began my lab work. The first thing I did was to test all the properties of each plant, herb, and oil used in the Savannah penis elongation ritual. Even though I've seen it with my own eyes and tried it on my own skin, I wanted to make sure this was not just a placebo. So I teamed up with another colleague of mine, Dr. Collins, and we started a double-blind and placebo-controlled experiment to be 100% sure this ritual is guaranteed to increase any man's penis. The first thing we did was gather a group of 120 volunteers. We specifically asked them to be between 30 and 60 years old and wanted to include both small 2 to 3 inch penises and long monstrous ones. Some of them were extremely difficult cases, but first, we asked for urine and blood samples from every participant so we could test out one of our theories. After decades of countless scientific studies, this was it. We finally knew exactly what controls the size and length of the male penis. You see, what Dr. Collins and I uncovered is the fact that all volunteers with small penises had a dormant gene compared to those with an above-average penis length. Our initial hypothesis started right there in the savannah, where we collected hair strands from 3 different sets of subjects: the primates, the tribesmen who underwent the ritual, and the ones that didn't. After getting home and running a series of tests and subjecting each strand of DNA to microdoses of the plant-based secret formula, we wanted to see if it applied to a larger number of people, our initial test subjects. Dr. Collins and I harvested some samples from both people with micropenises and men who packed a solid 12-inch manhood. We used our connections and requested access to a quantum supercomputer that, using extremely powerful algorithms, would search even the slightest differences between our volunteers with small penises and the ones with bigger ones. After running the tests and comparing them to our Savannah-based discoveries, we had finally reached a conclusion. Remember when I told you that human DNA is 98% similar to that of a gorilla's? This information was key behind our discovery. After testing the effects of the plant combo on the gorillas and the humans, we discovered something incredibly strange within the DNA. One dormant strand awakened both in the people with smaller penises and in the gorillas. There is a secret gene in our DNA, we call it the primal strand, that is actually responsible for penis growth. Now, when it comes to gorillas, this gene is always active, but in humans, well, let's say not all of us are able to naturally awaken it. One thing we know for sure about DNA is that it evolves in accordance to the geographical environment, eating habits, defense mechanisms, and so on. Basically, every outside factor can influence the way DNA evolves over the course of centuries, decades, or even generations. Studying the 4 different strands of DNA collected, we noticed something incredible. The only strand that was different from the others was the one of the people with smaller penises. According to multiple research papers on penile differences, we share more with our primate counterparts than we'd be willing to admit, and one of those things is how our reproductive system works. The primal gene I'm talking about is seen in 99% of the people, some of which naturally unlocked it without even knowing it, and some of which didn't. After an extensive research, we managed to pin this situation on a single factor: dietary habits. Because, you see, while the tribesmen and the gorillas' genes were fully unlocked, we noticed something unusual in our other test subjects. The primal gene was not quite how it was supposed to be. I mean, of course, they had an above-average penis compared to the other less-endowed participants, but still, that was nothing compared to the 14-inch Hulk-sized destroyers the Savannah inhabitants packed. And we managed to narrow everything down to food poisoning. And not your typical food poisoning, not by a long shot. This is something that's been putting an inhibitor on your primal gene, stopping you from unlocking your full masculine potential. I'm talking about a hidden hormone used in all foods which destroys our chances at the healthy sexual life Mother Nature encoded on us. This hormone that's found in 99% of our foods is actually a scarier, more dangerous version of estrogen. In the latest century, a lot of our foods have been laced with this man-threatening compound that inhibits our sexual potency, reduces our testosterone levels, and ultimately condemns us to a life of pain, suffering, and shame. Now, the good news is that after studying its effects, Dr. Collins and I came to the conclusion that the African mix is the only known thing to unlock the true potential of the penile enhancement gene in every single man, surpassing the power of the phytoestrogens. The bad news is that you have to go to Africa to be able to get it. But don't worry, in just a minute, I'll show you how you can get past this inconvenience. Now, according to Medical News Today, there are plenty of foods that are completely laced with this gene inhibitor, from seeds to vegetables and even the meat we consume on a daily basis. Almost every bite we take is a millimeter taken away from our manhood, and that shouldn't be a surprise at all, because according to a recent study by the researchers of the University of British Columbia, Canada, 1 in 3 men suffer from nutrient deficiency that affects their reproductive system and at least one more organ. The end side effect? An unusually shorter penis, weak to almost no erections, low sex drive, and what's worse, shortening your sex lifespan more than 19 years. That's why no matter what you do, if your primal gene is inhibited and put under siege by these hormones, it will be impossible to get a bigger penis. It's like trying to eat cooked spaghetti through a straw, or better yet, it's like trying to pour water into a closed bottle. So, what do? You open the bottle first, right? Now, getting back to the Savannah elongation technique, Dr. Collins and I performed tests on over 120 brave volunteers between 30 and 65 years old. Our compound had all the natural super ingredients, including the sacred herb from the gorillas, which basically unlock the primal gene and ensure the reproductive system received all the possible resources to function 100% and enlarge the penis. Now, I expect to see some results, but I sure as hell didn't expect to see them coming in that fast. Not long after, our phones were ringing like crazy with all these men explaining to us how their penis got 3, 4, even 5 inches longer. 100% of the participants managed to grow their penises, they all experienced enhanced sexual abilities, and even reported that they lost weight and improved their stamina in less than 2 weeks. It was absolute madness. So I decided to take everything I've discovered, all my 25 years of research and hard work, the amazing Savannah Penis Growth Breakthrough, the powerful natural components found inside this formula, everything that's been proven to be 100% effective in our initial brave volunteers that have expanded the erectile tissue of their penis and experienced an explosive growth of their member, both in length and girth, and put everything into a simple method that any man could follow. In order to safely and effectively add between 3 and 5 inches more on their penis in just a few weeks, enjoy steel-hard erections for as long as they live, and turbo boost their sexual confidence. So Dr. Collins and I started looking for companies that would help us bring the plants in bulk into the States, and facilities that would help us manufacture them into easy-to-swallow capsules. It took us weeks until we found someone reliable. You'd be shocked by how ignorant most of these companies are when it comes to maintaining the quality and purity of their materials. I wanted to scream it out loud as I held in my hands the protocol that would finally give men all over the world an explosive growth of their penis. We called it Savannah Black Surge. With its powerful mixture of carefully selected natural ingredients, this 1,000-year-old penis elongation ritual is the only one of its kind in the world. It's guaranteed to increase your penis by 3, 4, even 5 inches in just a matter of weeks, and has already changed the lives of over 134,000 men. Each ingredient was carefully selected for its enhancement properties, and when combined together in the right quantities, all the natural superfoods have the ability to generate an explosive growth of your penis. Every capsule inside Savannah Black Surge is made here in the U.S. in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under extremely sterile, strict, and precise conditions. All capsules are non-GMO safe. They do not contain any stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit or tolerance forming. And the way this program works is groundbreaking. Over a dozen independent labs across 2 continents have tested this program on 2,340 men from 6 countries. Lab tests have shown us that in order for this program to be efficient, all the ingredients have to be extremely pure, mixed only in these exact quantities and in this exact formula. And what we achieved is what most experts call a medical breakthrough. Here's a short explanation on how these ingredients work and why they're so powerful. At the beginning, your body absorbs these powerful nutrients. As soon as you've taken the first 2 capsules of Savannah Black Surge, the nutrient absorption process begins. We combine 5 powerful ingredients chosen from selected locations such as South Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, and even dared to reach the Brazilian Amazon. All these compounds are essential for doing 2 things. First, to flush away the dangerous hormones that have been putting your reproductive system in danger. And second, to fully unlock the primal gene that's going to grow your penis. Since they are 100% natural and the suppliers have been selected due to their ability to guarantee purity, your body will immediately start absorbing them, and the growth of your penis will begin immediately. Afterwards, your body is cleansed of the bad hormones and the healing process begins. Before the actual growth process happens, we need to fully cleanse the body of any traces of phytoestrogens. This is extremely important. Since your reproductive system was deprived for so many years of its full potential, it needs to restore its health before anything else. To achieve this, we selected a very precise combination of nettle extract and L-citrulline. The purpose of this powerful duo is specifically to drown the effects of the phytoestrogens by boosting your active testosterone's power, improving blood pressure in order for the nutrients to freely reach every corner of your body, improve overall prostate health, and boost the overall energy of your reproductive system. Then, as soon as the healing process is done, your growth will begin immediately. Thirdly, your primal gene is unlocked and your penis starts adding inches in length and girth. Now pay attention because from this point on, incredible things start to happen. First, to achieve explosive growth of your penis, we had to carefully select a proprietary blend of 3 more ingredients used by the gorillas themselves. Our star ingredient is Epimedium sagittatum, or, on its more popular name, horny goatweed, the amazing plant we first saw the gorillas use. This powerful ingredient helps increase your libido, improves the blood flow to your penis, allows you to have bigger and stronger erections, and more importantly, it fully unlocks your primal gene to 100% power. Horny goatweed is a fully natural sex enhancer, generates a surge in your testosterone levels, and is so powerful that it also repairs the damage the phytoestrogens have done to your reproductive system and primal gene. Then, we added an extremely rare species of fenugreek from Africa, which expedites the growth on a cellular level. It also increases blood flow, improves circulation, and lowers blood pressure, and is also used as an incredible testosterone booster, turning your reproductive system into a fully functioning penile enhancer, powered by none other than the unlocked primal gene. But we didn't stop here. We wanted to add some tomcat alley extract, or, on its common name, longjack. This amazing natural ingredient not only improves the work rate of the primal gene by at least 50%, but it's also known to boost testosterone levels, improve sperm health and volume production, regulate blood flow, and overall strengthen the pelvic muscles for maximum efficiency. We added all these ingredients with one single purpose in mind: to help you grow your penis inch after inch, both in length and girth. As an added benefit, all these ingredients create a natural armor around your penis, shielding it against premature limpness and age-related shrinkage. No other blend that we are aware of can match the effectiveness of this penis enhancement solution. Lastly, your entire body becomes revitalized. In just a few weeks, you'll start to notice a difference in your penis's length and girth. This natural blend will add 30%, 40%, even 79% more to your size. And there's more. Because this blend is so powerful, every single cell of your body will start to transform and rejuvenate. The star ingredients of Savannah Black Surge not only help with penis regrowth, but they also help you eliminate bad cholesterol from your bloodstream. You will be able to sleep better. It will help you with your digestion and even with losing weight. Moreover, this exact combination of these plants reduces stress and anxiety, making you feel stronger, happier, and healthier, and giving you better mental focus, boosting your memory and brain power. And of course, the ultimate goal for Savannah Black Surge is to help you generate explosive growth of your penis. Now, you probably have two questions by now. First, how do I get my hands on this? And second, in which quantities should I take Savannah Black Surge? You see, it's hard for me to answer the first question. When we created Savannah Black Surge, we knew that in order for this formula to work, we had to source only the highest quality ingredients. This makes our ability to keep high stocks on hand almost impossible. Sadly, this is the only way to make sure we keep the formula 100% effective. Now, since you're here, your package is reserved, but if you leave this page, we cannot guarantee supply when you come back. Then, regarding how you should use Savannah Black Surge, the answer is simple. Take 2 powerful capsules after breakfast, lunch, or dinner with a big glass of water for at least 30 days. Each capsule contains all these powerful African penis growth nutrients that I've talked about in this presentation. All the ingredients have been clinically tested and are scientifically proven to increase the erectile tissue of your penis and make your manhood healthy again with the very first capsule you take. Of course, the primary objective of this formula is to unlock your primal gene's full potential so that your manhood can get stronger, harder, and longer. Now, based on the damage on your penis level, your blood oxygenation and testosterone levels, it's not going to be easy. Your penis is practically guaranteed to grow at least 3 inches. But how will that help you if your erections don't last for more than 5 minutes? And your penis is in constant danger of infections and other diseases because of low testosterone levels and high amounts of phytoestrogens found in your blood. Sure, you will see the external improvements fast, but the internal ones, well, they may take longer to heal. That's why, after analyzing the results of over 134,000 men who've successfully used this program, we recommend taking at least 2 bottles of Savannah Black Surge over a period of 60 days. And if you want to be completely safe and don't take any chances, we recommend you take at least 4 bottles or more over a period of 120 days. This way, you'll be absolutely sure your penis achieves its full length and girth and stays healthy and strong for the rest of your life. Here are some of Savannah Black Surge's success stories. Chris, 31, told us this. I felt like a husk of a man. My small penis was making it impossible for me to be intimate with anyone without getting a chuckle out of them. But it all changed after discovering this. In no less than 3 weeks, my dick almost tripled in size. My erections are rock hard, and my ejaculations are a work of art, as my current girlfriend would say. I couldn't have done this without you. Thank you a million times, thank you. Or Stanley, 42, who said, never in a million years did I think something like this was possible. All my life I considered myself cursed, made to walk this earth with my 3-inch Johnson, never able to satisfy any women or make anyone look at me with something more than mockery in their eyes. But this made me a full-fledged man. My 3 inches soon became 6, and all it took was 2 small capsules a day. I was addicted to the results, so I ordered 4 bottles myself, and in 12 weeks I managed to grow up to 10 inches. It was pure madness. I'm now able to hold an erection longer than some women can take me inside them, and even after pleasing them with my Hulk-sized dick for 5 hours, I still feel like I can go 5 more. And I only have you to thank. Now, I hope you understand why I initially wanted to sell this program for $297, but while I could have easily done that and have men lining up, the truth is, I'm not here to make myself money. I'm almost retired. I've made my money already. I'm here to make an impact and help as many men as possible get rid of the burden that's been following them for their entire lives, the one of not being big enough. Because with this program, you can finally regrow your manhood to its full size, just like nature intended from the moment you were born. That's why I'm not going to ask you for $297 or even $97. For the program that has helped over 134,000 men just like you, while this website is still up, you can get the clinically proven formula that increases your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks from now for only $69 a bottle. Now, I know how important it is to achieve real growth of your penis and also keep it healthy and strong even in your late 90s. That's why, after talking to our manufacturing partner, we decided to give a huge discount on the 4-bottle package of Savannah Black Surge. You can get them for only $49 per bottle and also get free shipping from us for as long as the current supply lasts. Once we run out of stock, the discount is gone forever. So select the 4-bottle package or any other package you want and join the 134,000 happy men who now enjoy the incredible benefits of having a bigger, stronger, thicker penis. So go ahead and select your package now. Why miss this incredible opportunity when it's one step away? Make this small yet extremely profitable investment that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Yes, 2 bottles of Savannah Black Surge will both increase your penis size, boost your testosterone levels, increase sperm production, strengthen your muscles, also repair the blockage on your penis level, and give you full power to maintain rock-hard erections for as long as you want. But there is a reason why 98% of our users choose the 4-bottle package. Once you go with the 4 bottles package, in just 4 months from now, you'll be able to add 3, 4, or even 5 inches more on your penis size. You'll shield yourself against the toxic gene-inhibiting hormones, giving you better defined muscles, skyrocketing energy levels, and even boosting your memory and focus. Many years will pass from now and you'll remain the same incredibly well-hung stud with a steel-strong and pole-long glorious penis, ready to rock any girl's world as soon as you enter her bedroom. And of course, we want to help you as much as we can. That's why we're offering a big discount on the 2 and 4 bottle packages when you place your order today. It's up to you now. If you are tired of all those so-called solutions and are looking for something more than a temporary fix, then this is it. This is the all-in-one ultimate male enhancement formula that is guaranteed to change your life immediately. If this sounds good to you, then look below now. Once you make your choice, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page. It takes less than a minute to enter your payment information, and once your order is confirmed, we'll discreetly ship Savannah Black Surge straight to your doorstep. Select below now while stocks last. Now, Savannah Black Surge is guaranteed to get you that Hulk-like glorious penis you always deserved, and that may seem a little shocking to you, I understand. After all, the male enhancement industry giants have been preying on you from the moment you first set foot on their website. So let me change that now. We stand behind the power of this program. That's why with every bottle of Savannah Black Surge, you get a 60-day no-questions-asked money-back guarantee. It works like this. You select one of the packages below and hit the buy button. You give this program a try and experience the results as tens of thousands of men did before you. You watch as your sex partner's looks freeze at the glory of your manhood. You see how good it feels to always be the biggest in the room no matter where you are. You laugh at your friends' envious looks as all women gossip about the monster that's hiding down there. And if for any reason whatsoever you are not satisfied with the results, even if you wanted 4 inches more growth and got 3.9 inches instead, send me or Dr. Collins an email and we'll refund every penny you invested into this program. No hassle, no questions asked, no red tape. But you need to hurry since our stocks are almost depleted. Give yourself a chance to change something today on this page and hit the buy button below. And enjoy the life you've always deserved from the moment you were born. A life where you feel comfortable in your own skin, where you walk into a room and instantly know you're the biggest guy there, where you confidently slide down your pants every time she asks you to because you know what's hanging down there, is enough to make her say that she never met a man like you in her entire life. You'll be an old man who can barely remember his grandchildren's names, but your penis will hang in there big and strong, like a stallion, ready to rock any young woman's world. So what are you waiting for? Click on the buy button below now and give this program a test try. I can't wait to hear about your incredible results.